important question. Sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe? This is actually a very good question. Sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe? I thought that was Victor coming. Woo! That scared the hell out of me, bro. Personally, for me, I'm a sock, sock, shoe, shoe guy. No, I can't do it. This is horse. I think anybody who does shoe, sock, and alternates, that's weird. I'm gonna admit it. If you put on a sock, then a shoe, and then have another sock on, and then another shoe, like, I don't know who you are. Squares annoying. Squares is for squares. Because I feel like certain people will like Papa John's over Domino's. You know what I mean? Like weird people. Oh, nah, dude. You can't. Listen, I got you. Where's he at? Is he the bounty? Yo, watch this. I'm up. Never mind. Crawl me. Son of a bitch. Alright.
I need him to focus. You already know which one you're gonna get. No! Guys.
Yo. Honestly, I think it's really cool to think that like people are already like waiting for me. And also some emotes that's fire. What's up, Larry? What's up, Viking? How's everyone doing today? I think for right now we'll make this like the you know, the just chatting section sort of thing. And then I also got dinner. I didn't eat today. I mean, kind of sort of thing. So I'm definitely going to try to eat in a way while we get ready for what's in store for today. So I do apologize for not eating earlier. You got Sniper Rifle Elite 5? There's a 5th one? I don't even remember there being that many games. The last one I heard about, oh man, now I gotta go look it up. It's gonna really depend on the number. Sniper Elite. Was it 4 or was it 3? Oh, it was even older than that? Oh man. Hold on a second. I have to look this up. I don't even remember when the first one came out. Wasn't it on PC? PS2? Okay. I'm going to be playing Payday 3 when it comes out. You know, I remember the day that you told me about Payday 2, and then you tried to put me onto playing it, and I really enjoyed it. I feel like, though, when I did join that game, though, I must have been behind. And it was overwhelming to play it, but I know that the game is really freaking cool. So, Payday 3 looks really good, though. It looks really, really good. So I feel like it's totally worth a buy. When does Payday 3 actually come out? I know I've been seeing trailers for it and whatnot. Oh, okay, some point later on this year. Oh, September 21st. Oh, like no. Yeah, like in 3 weeks. I see. Okay, yeah. That makes sense, actually. Okay. I don't know I'll be able to get it, though. I'm not going to be able to buy it. Not right away, at least. I'll try it if I could, though. We'll see. But the fact that Sniper Elite, the first one, came out in 2005 for PS2, I can't say that twice as fast. Sniper Elite came out in 2005 for PS2 is like mind-blowing to me. Cause I know the background or the cover art is the cover art for the game case for Elite 2. But what I didn't know though is that like it came out 7 years later. I actually had no idea that it was a 360 game or PS3 game with the second one. Um I actually had no idea. I thought that the first two came out on PS2 and Xbox and that sort of thing. So the fact that it already went from 2 and 3 being out on like PS3 and 360, and then Sniper Elite 3 coming out on Xbox One and PS4 is like crazy. It almost makes me forget. I almost have to question my knowledge too, because like I feel like I know games that came out and when and what I was playing during those years. Um, but the fact that this game, like I've always heard of Sniper Elite, and I think that it's a really cool game series. I just never actually sat down and played it, but I know that it's good. You have the second one, okay? Because I know the first three, I guess. Because the third one came out when I was still in school, and I don't even. If I look at the cover for the fourth one, that might tell you how much I actually know about it or not. Let me see. Because I know the back, I know the cover art for the third one. Oh no, see yeah, the fourth one he has like the gun behind him and the four is like a red. No, I would have never known that actually. 100 gigabytes is crazy. Honestly, any game that does that is usually it's kind of wild actually to think about that there are games out there that are literally 100 gigs. Because I don't really know that many games that do that. Like realistically, putting it forward, I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, 14, Final Fantasy 14, 14 is gonna be hitting 100 with the next expansion. But right now it's probably like 65 or 70 maybe. I don't know yet though. So AAA games for the most part. Oh yeah, because like I remember Call of Duty Warzone, the first one being kind of a controversial because like that game was oh okay. I did not know we had to go to Crystal. All right. Hold on, I gotta go to Crystal. Did not know that. Because what is it? It was Call of Duty Warzone 1 and Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 and all the recent Call of Duty games. Um Wait, I have to actually see the screen before I try and mess up my thing. What else was there? Final Fantasy 15 when it came out wasn't it didn't start as a 100 gigabyte game, but then eventually, I guess like with the DLC and the updates and the graphics and whatnot, they eventually turned it into like a 150 gigabyte game, and it was kind of nuts. Because I don't remember, I don't know if you've ever played on consoles, but like with PS4 and Xbox One, like in order to play the game, you had to like like put if you had like the disc, because I'm a disc guy. Like I like to have the CD of the game and I'll put it in the console and then play whatever. Um, I would literally put the disc in and then install the game, and it would literally take up 100 gigs. So I would say, like for the most part, I never had more than like 10 games on my console because the thought of being low memory on my console really scared me. Let me be right back. I'm gonna just refill my coffee and then eat. That way my food doesn't get cold. I'll be back. But yeah, I had hard drives, but then stopped working for no reason. I never understood how that works, honestly. I also it took me a really long time as like a person who like enjoys having memory, like the difference between an SSD and an HE. Like I didn't know for a really long time what the difference was. I learned very quickly though. Cause like I would experiment it and test it myself. So like one game I had on my PC, I just basically like um what is it? I gotta think about it. One game I had on my SSD, I basically just put in my HD, like I reinstalled it on my HD, uh, and then I literally ended up like feeling the difference between how slow the game was and wasn't, and that kind of threw me for a loop. Because I actually had, where's Shirogane? I actually had no idea the difference in terms of how much of a speed difference there would be, and I learned very quickly. Hmm. How do I even like, bruh, this girl is like, I feel dumb. I don't know how to actually, oh, that's why. I figured it out. Okay. I didn't have the quest. Now I do. Because I've always wanted a hard drive that was more than like a terabyte. Um, because my current SSD on my computer is a terabyte, and then I think the same thing is for my HDD. But neither one of them have like neither one of them are like full. Like my HD probably has like I've only used maybe like 200 out of the terabyte, 200 gigs out of the terabyte, and then for the SSD, I've always tried to keep it within like the 200 range, I would say. Like I don't usually like to I don't usually like going to 14th ward plots to like having very low memory basically. Like it bothers me. So I just don't I try not to. I avoid it at all costs. Which is kind of funny. But yeah. So as a result, I'm usually like, all right, cool, this thing is here. This is what it is, and I'm not just roll with the punches. Uh but some people have like 4 terabyte hard drives, and I'm like, dude, I wish, because I feel like having 4 terabytes is insane actually, or even three, or even two. But like I feel like sometimes the price of that hard drive just doesn't really add to what I want uh price wise. Like I gotta get lucky with finding a good hard drive for that price. Because also the problem that I've learned too as I become more of a PC player is that like the the brand of the part is so much more important. Like if it said Xbox or PlayStation, I was like, cool, I'm buying this, you know? And that was it. It was really easy to buy. So if it was like an Xbox or a PlayStation marketed thing, I was sold, right? But now that I got to figure out the difference between like a freaking Samsung versus iBuyPower versus Corsair and all these other brands. And the truth is like to this day, I still have no idea. All I like, I don't really care what the brand is because apparently there is like a bunch of people who are like, yeah, whatever brand you use matters. And I'm like, does it though? So I don't look up which brands are good. I look up which brands are bad, and then I don't buy those. So I think like my oh, and GeForce. I forgot about GeForce. Like my graphic card is I guess it's Gigabyte. My PC case is CyberPower, which sounds like a jank ass name for a company, but like apparently it's legit, so I was cool with that. I think my RAM chips are Corsair, and then my processor is Intel. My motherboard, I swear to you, I have no idea. I like literally don't know. The motherboard came with the PC. So I don't even like you can't even tell me what it is. I can't tell you. Same thing with my water cooler. Like I have a water cooler in here. I don't know what it is. My the fan that I have, nope. I don't know. I don't know the name of the brand of anything else. All I know is that my RAM chips are Corsair, my my graphics card is GeForce, and my PC case is CyberPower. That's it. Oh, and my keyboard is Ducky. That's it. However, I like there's a lot of things that I'm learning though that like I like about them. So like, I'm cool with whatever that it boils down to. Um One second. So yeah, like when I bought my PC too, I was told that like I can get it in parts and then install it myself, and it's usually cheaper. I was not going to do that. Not even remotely close. So I did what any sane person would do who's not like a super PC nerd. I just bought one pre-built. And then I did my homework and they were like, "Oh yeah, if you want to get a part and then just like upgrade that part, there is a way to just take out that part and then, you replace it." And I was like, "Okay, cool, thank goodness." So then I looked it up. I literally had to look up a YouTube video to explain to me how to replace like a part, like my graphics card. Bruh, I had no idea. And then thankfully, when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, it's that easy." But then they were like, "Well, you can break it," and I was like, "Well, now I got to be extra super careful." So that's annoying. So here we are. Yeah. So I was not a fan of that. I'm going to take it to someone and then they will replace it. Well, see, like that's what I would do, but like at the same time though, I don't want to do that. So like my nephew had his PC. Like his dad bought him a PC and he plays Roblox on it. So it's like, bro, get a laptop, you know what I mean? But he was like, "Oh, I want to be legit like you, uncle." So he got like a freaking PC. And then his dad asked me like, "Oh, like what do you have?" And I was like, "Bro, go on Amazon and just look up a PC and then just buy it." And thankfully, I told him, I was like, "You don't need it to be crazy strong, but it should be strong." Knowing him, looking up, random things on the internet, and not knowing how to maintain the PC. So I told him, I was like, "Okay, here's a link. Here's this one. The price is pretty decent. It was like 1200. Uh, and it had like a pretty decent chunk of good. It had like 16 gigs of RAM. It had like I think a either a 2660 or a 3060. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a really good graphics card at the time. And this was like a year and a half ago, I think I would say. Um, he has one monitor, friggin', he's got a keyboard, chair, done. So he has all the essentials. And then he's never seen my setup, so he didn't know how many monitors I had. So he was like, "Oh, how many monitors do you have, uncle?" And I was like, at the time I had two. He was like, "Oh, how can I get two monitors?" And I was like, "Just buy another one." But I was like, "Well, knowing you though, you being a kid, like you don't really need two. You probably just need one." He was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." My PC is good, but I'm not one of those people who care about graphics. As soon as it lags, I bump it down. See, I care about graphics, but I don't care about the graphics being like 10K. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to maximize the efficiency because I don't like the sound of my PC like sounding like an engine that's running. I can barely hear my PC now, and there's no audio going on. And I'm cool with that. But goodness gracious, dude. The very first time I started running into PC issues was when it was like 3 years ago, I want to say, because I was trying to dual run games. Um like I had DVD up, and this is when I had my old processor and my old graphics card. I had like a 1660, I think, or something like that, or some 16 card, and like a really bad processor compared to what it is like now. And my computer would just go like like for the second I pulled up a second game. So I learned very quickly that my computer was overheating like crazy, which really upset me because I was like, "Man, I'm not trying to blow my computer." So I didn't know what to do at the time. Thankfully, I tried to figure it out, but it was nice to actually know that like I wasn't in shambles. Because I also don't care about the graphics about the game too much, but I don't want the graphics to be like 160 ping or pixel quality. Like if I can make it run at 1080p, I'm good. Because like for me, if the game runs at 60 frames, I'm good. I don't need it to go any higher than 60 frames. I have tried tirelessly to try to spot the difference between 60 and 120 or 60 versus 200, etc. I feel no difference. I did feel the difference between 60 and 30. And a crazy scenario is that like if you spend most of your time playing games at 30 frames and you've never really seen 60, then like the game doesn't look faster when you go from 30 to 60. It feels a lot smoother. But when you go from 60 to 30, it feels incredibly slow. And I learned that also when I was playing every game that I used to play. Because there was like a point in time where I would replay games at different graphic outputs and whatnot, and then I would test the water, and I'm like, oh, like how does the game run at like 30 frames, and it looks so bad. And I learned that very quickly to just never ever run it never run it at 30 frames again. But people are like, oh, like put it at put it at whatchamacallit, um put it at 120. And I was like, yeah, but like if I played at 120, then like the stream lags because the VSync doesn't register the frame rate. So I didn't actually know that. So when I was playing video games on stream like years ago, I didn't actually notice like the game when I'm playing it myself doesn't lag, but when I'm actually looking at I can see the game, and then this is me looking at myself right now. Hello. I can actually see how it registers. So I can see this thing moving because I have the screen here that shows it. But like during certain moments in games I used to play, I would literally see it like go from 60 frames to like 14. And that scared me. Because I thought that my computer was overheating or something. But it's because I had the settings at like low quality, but I had the frame rate like unlocked. And I learned very quickly that I can't do that. But like I said, I wish I knew what 60 plus frames felt like. Like you couldn't put it at like 200. I would have no idea. So I just chose to accept that like 60s for me is perfect. I don't need the game to ever be more than 60. Because some people put like their FPS up on like a top corner somewhere when they're playing the game, and it literally will say like 200. And I just don't know how the game runs that without like lagging like crazy. It could be like a me settings thing, but I'm not willing to test it out and figure it out unless I have to. Because like when I was looking at the capture quality of the stream yesterday on YouTube, it looked so bad. But then when I looked at it earlier after the stream was finished, it looked normal. So I was like really happy about that. But I feel like I should probably look up how to make the quality run better so that if I do try to rewatch myself like I did yesterday, it might be more fruitful for me to actually try and do that. Mine was getting worse than overheating, but it cleaned it. It was fine. Oh, that's another thing. So you got to clean your computer. I've never cleaned a console in my life. I only cleaned it if like juice got on it, or like if I saw it was dusty. But I never actually went inside the console and like cleaned it out. I've never done that. Even with my current consoles, like my PS4 and my Xbox One, they've never been like undusted before ever, which to me is like kind of crazy actually. Um, I feel like okay, I'm gonna get to an issue also where like the now what I'm noticing too is that like the stream actually cuts out sometimes. I don't actually notice when there's like a lag spike in my stream where like it just completely like you know payday isn't $70. I feel like if payday was $70, I literally wouldn't pay for it until it was $5. Real talk. That's kind of crazy actually, but I would not. I would never ever play. I don't really like the idea of paying for any game for $70. Because even 14 is never $70. Like for me, it's like $40. Like the new expansion is like $40. And I'm cool with that. Uh no. Hold on a second. I have to look at something. No. Oh, they did go back. Man, I hate the world sometimes. No, I don't actually. That's a lie, but okay. Once again, they've done me dirty. It's $40 for 3. Yeah, I saw that. Like honestly though, like I'm really more content with them being able to make it $40 instead of it being any higher. Because even like Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't a $70 game. but like it's worth $70 just because that game is going to be getting like an evolution of content coming to it. But if the game, like for the game to be $40 is really generous because I'm pretty sure people would have not been opposed to paying more for that game. Um, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't think there's a game right now that I would pay $70 for. Like I don't actually know. Mm, that's not true because I definitely already paid for Final Fantasy 16. But that's also like the deluxe and like collector's editions, you know what I mean? So it's not like I bought I didn't buy like a standard edition of the game and pay 70 cash for it. What the fuck? I feel like I have to do my homework right now. I just like read information about this game in the background sometimes, and I'm just like reading. No, I actually don't like that option. I'm actually still cool with it being where it was before, but I don't know. We'll see. Imagine being deaf and blind. Bro, there's people that are like that though. I can't actually imagine it. And I feel like if you're born with it though, you're just kind of naturally used to it. So it's just normal for you. What I love, you know what I will say though? I love when I see there's videos on the internet where people literally just like either are blind or deaf or mute or, well, I don't know about mute. Mostly it's usually deafness, but like, or colorblind. That's what I meant to say. If people are colorblind or deaf, they have those devices that allow them to better align themselves with being able to like hear or see color sometimes. And my heart melts every single time when I see that. There's a super like he's such an adorable old man who's been colorblind, I think like his whole life. And like because of the power of technology, there is like this like sunglasses you can basically wear that literally look like these, but the lenses actually allow people that are colorblind to actually see color. And they see it, I think, like not 100%, I don't think, but like very, very well. Um and just seeing that always makes my heart melt. It's like so crazy how amazing technology is sometimes. So just the thought of that really like could bring a tear to my eye because it's like so cute. So yeah. Um, but I feel like people are still like, discovering just how the world works and what pieces of technology we can come up with to actually like have things function more accordingly. So I don't know, man. I feel like some of it's really fascinating, but a lot of it's also really scary how far we've come technologically speaking, where we're able to do all that. Because I would have never thought for a second in my day that like if I was blind or deaf or mute, if I would have the ability to speak or not. And uh, you know, I'm thankfully none of them, but I respect people and appreciate people who are and just like, learn how to live with it, but also make the best out of it too. I really appreciate people who can do that, honestly. Mr. Beast can fix people's eyes and people on Twitter would still get mad. I've read about that drama and whatever. Because I was trying to read about what happened with him and Jacksepticeye, I guess, and apparently they had like their issues and then they immediately fixed their issues because neither person wanted to suffer like socially by the internet because obviously like they're internet celebrities to the highest degree. So, you know, Each person had each other's number. They called each other up, and then that was literally it. And now they're friends again, which is good because I would have been more annoyed, obviously, if like that wasn't the case. But I also learned and found out that Mr. Beast was originally like a Minecrafter, and that's where his fame came from. I actually had no idea. Like I thought he was like a Markiplier, where he just like made gaming videos, and then that was just it. And he like through time and effort, he just like not blew up, but he eventually started making himself known for what he was doing. However, I will say that I don't watch any of Mr. Beast's content. I because it feels so like I hate to say it. I'm probably in that boat, and it probably is a hot take, but I feel like his content is spammy. Like I don't know what I'm watching when I'm watching it because he's like, oh, we're gonna. It's like, oh, the common one that I see is like, oh, whatever you can fit inside this circle, I'll buy for you, and it's like, and people try to put like a Lamborghini, but the circle is like the size of a cup, like the circumference of a cup, so it's like this big, and people try to fit cars in there, which just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Like I'm sure he's a really cool person in real life and he's great at what he's doing. I've only ever heard really good things until the other day. Um like he has a restaurant and his restaurant like apparently, there's like a burger joint, which is cool. But I don't know anything else though besides that. Like I know nothing about who he is and what he does. But I get the impression though that he's a pretty decent human. So I don't know. I can't really have a comment on it because I don't. Not that I don't care, but like I don't care. Uh, just because it's him. I'm sure though that he's like, he's lit in every regard. Because like I spent most of my life, I think, on YouTube, like for watching people. I think I spent most of my time watching like Mark, Jack. There's like the Game Grumps. There's Game Theory now, which is lit to watch. Actually, I love watching that channel. There's just like so much that goes on. Actually, it's kind of crazy. I don't even know what else there is. And also anything that people put me on, I'll watch that I'm really into. Like my friend got me into a he's not like super famous, but he definitely owns like the company and like he's actually pretty big on I guess in his world, but his name is Kaif. He's like a I think he's Welsh, but he basically is like a UK content creator. And him and all his friends like they always play these like just party games or like games that have like a high number of people, like golf with your friends and that sort of thing. And so I watch him play those games, and I was watching him earlier today because I found out about modded Among Us, and the idea of it at first like bothered me because I liked the original, but the fact that there's so many other roles and whatnot is actually crazy to me. So I was really hyped to actually learn about all these different roles because it's like random. There's like 40 something different things you can be. Even though it is like crewmate versus imposter. And then there's like a freaking thing called like a jackal, where like if they kill everybody, then they win, but like no, and nobody else wins, which is like I thought that was nuts. There's like a lawyer, and then there's like a couples role. So like two people can be in love with each other, and the goal is that they can't get killed because they have to be the two that like make it out alive. But like you can have one lover be the imposter and the other one be like a crewmate, but they don't know that one is the imposter or the crewmate. They just know that they're lovers. So I don't know how you make that win. Unless like vote them out or something. I don't know. But it was sick to watch. I really like watching that content. Oh, there she is. What is that emote? I do not know what that emote is, but that emote scares me. I mean, I feel like that has to be from like somebody else's stream, yeah. But like that, the fact that they have like a licking email like that is kind of wild, actually. Prime, really though? That guy's is he like famous from somewhere? I feel like he's famous. I don't. You know what? It's really bad though. I should really know my homework and know who is famous and whatnot. Oh my god! Don't you dare put that emote next to me. That's crazy, actually. I would never let anybody lick my face. Never. That shit is crazy, actually. I do want to get more emotes though, because like the emotes that I have, that have like the headphones. Those are the old headphones I used to use, and I stopped using those. So I'm probably gonna update those and either wear the black ones or not at all. Yeah, like I have like a hype emote, but I don't. But it's not like But you know the headphones are still there, so I don't really like that the different colors. So I might change those. Pretty sure I will. Because I do all the emotes on my own. I just make them myself. It's kind of crazy how easy it is to make them too. I feel like I should look up ideas for other people's emotes. I also want to get like an animated one. I feel like not or rather like a cartoon emote rather. That's more what I should say. Turn that into an emote somehow. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun actually. So like I just finished up doing the commands for the channel, which was really cool actually. So the fact that now you can like type like exclamation point and some stuff, I like that that's a thing actually. You want to pat me? Oh my god. Wait, let me god. I'm gonna look this up actually. I swear to God, if it's really easy to make, it's really easy to make. I'm so sad. Oh my God, why is it so easy to make this? Okay. Unfortunately, it's really easy. Man, that upsets me. Okay, so okay. I will definitely make one. I will make one. Oh my God, I'm like dying over here. That emote, that message rude. Like, whew. Okay, I think. Nope. This is the second I start talking. It's like in the wrong hole. Oh my God, I can't talk right now. Oh my God, I'm dying right now. Holy shit. Remember the voice you made when you ate that cheese it? Bruh, I still had like PTSD from that nonsense, dude. It was crazy actually when I saw that. I went back to go watch it And like I was really concerned, honestly. I was just like, damn, dude. Oh this is good. I'm actually kind of insanely like intrigued by this. Um, so like, okay, that cheese it, I like I said, almost killed me. Also, we're not sponsored or anything, okay? So, and also, don't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me. I literally like, I watched a video about it, and then I was just curious, and I wanted to try it out. So this is Prime. This is that like Logan Paul drink, whatever that ever and the people hate these motherfuckers because like they're really annoying ass people. And I'm sorry for cursing like that, but every time I look them up on the internet, they are just being really hated on for like, you know what I mean? And I get that, but at the same time though, like you like Prime, yeah. So I wanted like a drink, but I just didn't know what drink I wanted. So like I went to the store right before I came here, or before we went online. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I just was like, oh, I wanted to go grab like a sandwich, and then just like yeah, I wanted to grab a sandwich, and I wanted a drink with that sandwich. So I was like, oh, let me just try this Prime drink, and like it's not that bad. I don't feel good supporting them if they're like a bunch of douchebags, but like I don't actually mind it. It tastes really good. Have you heard of Little Nightmares 3? Yes, I have. I did hear that they're making a third one. Um, and Little Nightmares definitely is a game that. The thing is that I watched. Me and my friend watched a playthrough of the first game, and I think the second one. I don't remember. But what I want to do is erase it from my memory as much as possible because I want to play it myself. Like I might not stream it, but I definitely want to put it on the YouTube channel at some point. Pretty sure. Cuz like I didn't really understand what kind of game it was, and then I learned that it's like a puzzle game sort of thing, and I really respect the hell out of that. Cuz I love puzzle games, but I don't play them often enough. So like for it to be like a puzzle thing is actually really exciting. So I might try and play it at some point. And like I don't want to look up anything about the third game because I will most likely play the first two in hype for the third one. That's most likely what I'll do. Um so I'm pretty much gonna go for it like that and we'll see. So we'll find out. But yeah, I definitely read about it. The first one at least, and then I heard that they announced the third one, and the third one looks just as good as the first two, and I know that the first two are like amazing. So I'll probably play it at some point. But I think like right now there's so much on my plate in terms of like games I want to play and things I have to do, and it doesn't suck, but like there is just like a lot I have to do. Um like right now between now and like next year, I literally have to put a lot of effort into playing 14 and also like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 100%. Um but I also want to try and play a lot of other games too. So we'll see. Like there's gonna be games that I will skip. I think for like a while, like Starfield. I don't plan on playing Starfield right now. I don't think so. I'm because that's a game that if I play it, I want to play it without having to worry about like a schedule. I'll just like headphones on, just turn everything off, and just sit here and just like play it. So you missed the T. What was it? You didn't really miss much. But with that fight though, we're almost done. So we actually saw the end of it literally yesterday. So we should be able to clear it on Thursday if we like, focus up and get our big boy pants on sort of thing. Because I also like did my homework that same night and I was like, oh, I got this shit. So I think that we'll be able to clear it on Thursday, which I will be streaming. So we'll try and get the clear stream for it too, and then it should be like a huge W, and then we'll be done with that one. So we'll see. And then I think after we clear that fight, the first time, we'll probably like try and beat it a couple more times because it's not like a fight you can beat any day you want to, sort of thing. You kind of have to like put some time and effort into it. So we'll probably try and beat that fight on Thursday and then try and beat it a bunch of more times before we go on to like the next one. And then the next one is the hardest one out of the entire out of all of them out right now. So out of the ultimates, there's 5 of them. I'm pretty sure the 4th one is the hardest one in the game. Pretty sure. I mean, I've heard mixed things though. I heard that the 4th one was harder than the 5th one. I heard that the 5th one's harder than the 4th one. You know, there's like it's hard to kind of figure it out. But either way though, the most recent ones that came out are the hardest ones in the game, and we'll probably be playing those at some point. I don't know when though, but we will be for sure. So it'll be exciting to see. So I'm definitely hyped for that. So I've actually set my goals for 14 between now and next year because I literally had to wait 11 months for the next expansion, which is fine. It gives me plenty of time to do everything that I need to do in that game, and I'm like super extra content with that. Um, so I told myself that I wanted to try to clear the first. Well, I wanted out of the 5 fights that exist in the game that are like the hardest fights, I want to be able to clear 3 of them. So getting 3 of them cleared would be a win in my book because that way it's like, oh yeah, I can do 3 of them and it's fine. Um, so we'll see. I think I'll be able to do the 3rd one because the one that we're doing right now, which is T, is the 3rd one. On Sundays we do the first one, so I should be able to be like clear ready for the first and the 3rd one. The second one I've dabbled a lot in, and I'm really close to being able to be done with it, but I'm not doing it as a tank, and I kind of want to change that, so we'll see. And then the 4th one I did a long time ago, and I got to the end, but I didn't actually finish it. I could have though. I should have just put the effort in to finish it, and then I would have been good to go for it. But I just didn't bother, which really sucks and is kind of annoying actually. So we'll see. And then the 5th one, I've never seen the 5th one. I know nothing about it. Uh, I try my best to remove anything that I hear about the 5th one out of my memory, and as far as I'm aware, I know absolutely nothing, which is perfect because that way, when we do get a chance to go into the 5th fight, I'll be able to like kind of do like a blind like a reaction to it. I want to react to see what the fight looks like even and what it feels like because that fight it sounds scary. So, and then of course next year we're going to get 2 more, and those 2 should be even in theory more difficult than the ones that are out already now. But we'll find out though. I'm definitely like hype. Absolutely. I don't know. We'll find out. So, um, but yeah, no actual tea to really like dwell on. This weekend is one of my girlfriend's birthday, so she's turning the big 3-0, and so we're gonna be celebrating that like crazy. I actually already got her gift. It should be coming in tomorrow. I can't tell you what it is because it's a secret. However, I think that she'll love it. Based on what I know about her and what she likes, I think that she'll be really, really into it. Um, and then I had another friend. Yeah, well, I have like, well, don't take out of context. I don't have like multiple girlfriends. I have multiple friends who are girls. But like, if you like, I'm gonna sound so weird for this and sound so bougie, but I have like many girlfriends, but like not like people that I'm actually dating, but they're just friends who are female that I'm really good friends with. And like, there's basically a group chat where it's like 7 of us, and I'm like the only guy. So, um, so yeah, they're the girlfriends. So one of my girlfriends' birthday is on Saturday. The other one, another girlfriend of mine's, her birthday was like a week and a half ago, and then I got her a custom gift because she's a very long time friend of mine, uh, and I had it custom made. But I guess because it's custom made, it takes longer, which is unfortunate. So I don't know when it's coming in, but it was supposed to come in like a week and a half ago, and it's late. So we'll see. and she watches the stream from time to time. She won't actually like she won't chat, but she knows I stream, so she could pop in at any point in time and be like, "Oh, by the way, what's up?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" You know what I mean? So I can't talk about any of the presents that I got them, because then they'll find out. Because my friend, she loves surprises, so because she loves surprises, I really try to like have her take advantage of like that unknowing feeling of like, oh, like what did you get me? Because she's really they're like, I would say out of the six of them, three of them are super into Christmas, and then two of them are like really into like Thanksgiving because they just love food, and the other one is like a massive traveler, and they don't celebrate holidays like that. So, but they'll they'll do their thing though, which is cool. We'll see though. So yeah, anyways, so we should be pretty soon getting ready to do some raids. It's kind of crazy actually to be talking for like an hour. Um, so we have a friend. It's her first time ever doing the Savage raids, like ever. She's never done Savage raids before in her life. She's done like the trials, but that's obviously different from like a raid. Um, so she's tanking. I'm pretty sure she's tanking, and I most likely will ask her what does she prefer to do tank wise because I don't think she wants to deal with the pressure of like certain things. Um, I think in my mind it'll be easier to teach her to play main tank. Pretty sure. So I don't know yet. What do you are you playing? What are you playing right now? You playing TCM? Wait, I gotta do a thing. Wait. Oh, there. Probably soon. Oh, okay, okay. W. Yeah, we're gonna be getting started soon as well. So we'll see. Yeah. You're just watching? Oh, that's nice of you. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to talk to. I feel like I'm supposed to know how to talk to like as if it's like 100 people sort of thing, and I don't actually know how to do that. But like low key, I people. Yeah, so I have another friend stream up right now, and so she and I are gonna be doing content together, and we're basically teaching our friend how to raid. And they just told me that they were like, "Oh, Session's a good teacher. He knows how to teach you how to do things in this game." And I'm just like, "Oh." So I don't, I don't know. I just like don't really want to take like credit for anything. You know, I'm just here to play video games. That's it. I like playing the video game, and that's all it boils down to. But if you know, I'm good without people like putting me on the map of like, oh, he knows what to do. It's like, shh, don't tell them that. I don't, I don't necessarily want to be the person to like have that kind of pressure. That kind of pressure scares me. So, but then people were like, oh, just do it. Like you're really good at it. And it's like, well, like, am I though? It's like I don't really know about that though. So, so yeah. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I just feel like for me to teach a person how to do a thing in this game just seems like a little bit much. But I have no idea though. We'll find out. Uh wow, we are yeah, they're ready up. All right. Hold on, I have to like finish the sandwich. One second. I'm typing in the game chat. Oh, you know what we can actually do though? We can put the game on. Word. Um actually wait a second. Let me I'm gonna just make the game full screen. That way like the game just like looks better when it plays. Because I don't know how to fix the settings right now where the game registers yeah, I don't know how to make the game register whatchamacallit. The game at border window borderless, whatever it's called, yeah. Um without it lagging. And the game lags if I play in windowed borderless. So if I play it full screen, there's like much less lag, which is cool. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Hmm? Oh, I gotta join the Discord, I guess. Oh wait, is Maya playing White Mage and then Fonzie not playing? Isn't she only playing White Mage? Oh shit, we might be in shambles. We'll find out. Okay. So I'm gonna join a Discord call. You can't hear them talking, but I can. So if I start talking to nobody, that's why. Good evening. Is Vicky here? Do you prefer main tank or off tank? I think we're tanking together. That's why I want to make sure. God. All right. Okay, so I think they're playing Samurai, Red Mage, Dancer, Sage, White Mage. I don't know what he's playing, or I don't know what they're playing. He or she, I don't know yet. I'm under the impression that I'm playing tank, so we'll find out. I wonder if there's a way I can figure that out. Okay. Okay, so we might be playing. We might be playing 2 Fizz range, a caster, and a Samurai. Okay, so I'm definitely playing tank. Okay. I'm cool with that. Oh wait, I also have to do this. Bruh, they all went in the house? My god. They're inside that house right now, just examining it. Wait, I have to look up something for this. Okay. Oh, it works. Okay. Okay. So then I'd have to do... Okay, got it. Okay. We're in business now. Bro, that's the old Shadowbringers opener. What a fucking time. Man, I freaking love it, man. What a vibe. So yeah. I was trying to figure out the because I have a 245 build with the Gunbreaker, but every job is like running 2.5, and I don't. The speed, something about that speed really throws me off actually. So I don't really vibe with it all too much. But the fact that we actually have now like a way to do it Shadowbringer style, I feel like it kind of works like low-key. One second. Okay. Oh man, I might buy a new controller. Hello. I am the gunbreaker. Hello. I'm talking very loudly. This is my normal tone of voice. What if I just like scream in the mic? What's my percentage? Yo, there's a Ponto in the building? Hey, yo. Bro, you can chill wherever you want. Well. 12 isn't that much. Yeah, basically. Don't worry, Kronzi will teach you everything you have to know and more. That's good. Oh. Rip. So for context, we're in a Discord call, like there's like 12 of us right now, hilariously enough. So like the other streamer that we're with, who's the Sage, she's like overwhelmed right now because there's 12 people talking. It's hilarious actually. Yeah. Whoever put the D's nuts one, you're golden. Hell yeah, brother. LOL. Go to Old Charlie and Aporia. Oh, we're gonna do fantastic today. Okay, so you want to play off tank? Okay. Sounds good. draw. I tried doing so with my HUD off, and it's really complicated. Yeah, and it'll say duty not unlocked also. Teleport to Old Charlian, Euphoria, and then you go straight into the building. At the top of this house is dirty. Gotta clean this roof up, you know? So we have a raider friend who plays paladin and is also a streamer, and she wants to learn how to play off tank for P9. So we're literally just teaching P9 from scratch. So this is going to be one of those streams that we just kick back and do like nothing. So it'll be fun though. So this is going to allow me to test my skills of like teaching how do people do stuff things, yeah. And then I'll probably finish it off by going back into Boja. I actually got the relic. I got the freaking relic for Gunbreaker. So like I think I'm gonna be able to do even more damage right now. So we'll find out. But we'll see. Don't expect to sit here and have any kind of, you know, thing going on. I'm gonna be sitting here just like talking, explaining mechanics the whole time. There's like 3 people who've never done the fight before, and they haven't studied. So we'll see what happens. We're not gonna take any kind of chance. Yeah, her name is Kronzi. If you have any questions on stage, just ask away. If anyone has a question, just fire away. It's the same thing as the normal version, honestly. Yeah. You need Panheima. Actually, I can just look at your stream and look at you have. Let me see. Kronzi is also live, so like we're raiding with her. She's playing Sage for the first time in her entire life for a raid. She's never played Sage before in a raid. Oh, you're already in there. All right, never mind. Can you check her hotbar and make sure she's not missing anything? Just do that. That's what the most important thing is. Yeah, yeah. Soteria, Numa, Icarus, Hollow. Okay, these are markers. Usually supports are in cardinal spots. DPS are southwest, southeast-ish. Rangers are next to me. Yeah. And then if you are northeast, east, southeast, and south, you'll go to 2. And those will be your partners for stack stuff. So you can go over there too. Yeah. I will pull the boss and give an answer. Wait 16 seconds. So right away, if you look at the markers, like most of the mechanics you'll be doing correspond to the colors. Yes, supports will rotate left. So you'll like if Vicky's C, then she's gonna run to 3 whenever she sees like fire and ice. And so every support person will be going to stand in the intercardinal color that matches their spot. So me being A, I'd go to 1, B to 2, C to 3, you know, T to 4, etc. Yeah. I mean, let's just pull and find out. I'll probably try to explain as we go through it also. What she said. I'm gonna be potting. I have a lot to spare. Well, that mitigation though. Vicky, you can spin your stance on anytime. And then you'll want to stand next to me on the north side. And then when you start glowing, just vote. Yeah, when you start glowing. People should be going to their inner card spots. Outside. We'll explain that. That's okay. Let's just reset. So yeah. Oh sure. So yeah, when you get that red circle glowing near you, that's when you can basically provoke. Because then, like, we're gonna get hit with 2 tank busters. So one is fire, one is wind, so we can't eat the same one. So we provoke to switch the color basically. And then we eat one of each. And then you can use like invuln if you want to, just to make it easier for yourself. When they appear, when the first one appears, you can invoke it. Yeah. Yep. Hello. Alright. Can I get a personal shield and then an AoE shield? Because yeah. Nope. The shield? Prognosis shield? No? Okay. Going in. What is prognosis? So you know what? We're alive. That's what matters. Nah. We're gonna reprise all this one. Go ahead. Yeah, so well, that's a health thing though. If you that needs to be mitigated, so you can use like your sentinel. If you want to, there's not that many tank busters. If you use like rampart and like your Sheltron, that should be good enough. It should be. No, no, it'll definitely be enough. Ooh, okay. Yeah, yeah, you had 50% by the time that hit. We can fix it, it's okay. Let's just try it again. Yeah. Because you can use a lot of mitigation for that. Because yeah, yeah, that's fine too. It's honestly fine to do that because for this fight, there's never a reason to use the invuln for anything, so you can use it whenever you want to. Yeah. And then after we eat the tank busters, then you'll come stand over here and see, and then the boss's hands just start glowing like red or blue, whatever. And you're always just gonna come here because you're gonna have a person like a buddy with you on 3, and then eventually, it's the samurai. So if you both can come stand in 3, yeah, yeah. So now when the boss's hands glow like red and blue, then that means that they're going to use fire and ice together. But your screen will flash either blue or like orange. So that'll indicate the element it's going to use. It's going to get like an enhancement. So if you see blue on your screen, you want to stand like right in front of this spot, like exactly right here, because that way you don't get hit by the ice that's on here. And then if it's red, then you go on this side behind here. So blue you go in, red you go out, and that'll be a very common thing you'll see from the boss. There's another element we'll see later on, but yeah, we'll get there. Can I get you creation practices now? I know, yeah. Franz is already a sage. Let's go. Now you can go back to C, or rather to 3. Everyone go in and card color stats. Just find your buddy. In. And it's clock spots. Oh, is it further than that? Okay, that's my bad then. Okay. Yeah, it gotta be further in. I didn't realize. Yeah. You get even further. See where the boss's red circle is? Like right here? Yeah. It's a circle. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, sorry. Too far out. Yeah, should have took the boss's hitbox. The boss's hitbox is actually a better. So, if it's fire, you can stand on that like circle where the marker is, because that's where the fire one is. But then if it's ice, it's the inner circle where the boss hitbox is. Yeah, because the boss will be in the middle the entire time. Yes, you go to where your partner's spot is. So like wherever there's like a person with like 2 things happening, you just find your partner. So yeah. Alright. Oh, I should probably put some food on. Oh. You could if you want to. It's pretty free to use at that point. The Ravening hits harder than that move, but repressing both of them is just free to use. Yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely good observation. Partners. Out. It'll be clock spot, so in. Two people should back this. And then it'll be partners game after. Oh, you could inbond and just like live this for the lulz. And now we'll just kind of hang out a little bit until the next mechanic happens. You can actually come stand with me because what's going to happen is the boss is going to do an AoE again, and then you can stand right on top of me. There's going to be a tank buster that's going to only hit me, but you have to vote that. I'll tell you, you'll see when they get like a glowing red on me. Yeah, it's an uppercut. It's not a cleave. It's just an uppercut. Yeah. So. Yeah. You'll see it in like a second. So just vote this. Perfect. And then just wait until the boss starts casting that glowing thing on the core. And then you want to go to 3. And then you're going to get pushed into the ice wall. Yep. And then when we come back in, you want to go inside the hitbox and then go behind the boss. And then go out the hitbox. And then you can, well, we're gonna die. Well, we're living. So now you would come back north because the boss is gonna try and hit you with the tank buster. Well, in that case scenario, like the boss will uppercut you next time, and then I'll vote it off of you, and then that's it. Does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna ready check to see this. Oh, is it like? Oh. Where's my shield? No, we're alive. You forgot you were here. Alright, the spots. You want to go to 3. Out. Right. Yeah, just be like, what do I do? Go to clock spot, so that you'll go to C, and then you'll get hit with like a lion. In. So into the boss's circle. And then we're going to do the opposite. So it's going to be partners and then in. So you just rotate back to that partner spot. Someone... Yeah. Oh, it was me. It's okay. Just yeah, bring the boss north. I'll get it back in a second. I don't need any healing. I'm good. I'm just saying. Teach that uptime, bruh. Damn. Yes. Mm-hmm. You can just go through the hitbox. Pull the wall. Go outside in front of the boss, so come all the way to the front. Watch out for the circles. Yeah. The timing for that is really tight. And then you'll want to stand with 2, Vicky. Your number 2 healer, that person. Yeah, so you'll stand there every time after we do all that. Because that person will be there. Well, you have he is your partner, but it's also like your group partner. So you have like a 1-person team and then like a 4-person team. So he's yeah, exactly. I'm too old to know terminology. But yeah, you have a light party and then you have a partner. So like for the fire ice stuff, you have your partner, and then for light parties, it's Frenzy. Correct, but everyone died. Yeah. So I'll try to call out which kick, because the boss during that part when he does all the cracks on the floor is gonna either kick in front of him or behind. So front combination means that it'll kick in front, and rear means behind. So it's usually easier to just be on the right side, but avoiding the cracks on the floor is definitely scary. So if anything, it's easier to just avoid the cracks first and then try to get behind the boss just to avoid that. And then whatever the opposite it happens first will be the other one. So if it goes like an in, then it'll be out afterwards, and vice versa. I'll call it all out. I hope so, because I'm not too sure how I feel. Franz, you're doing great. I think he just wants to draw. So, like, yeah. Mid down. Buddies. Go to your buddy into Cardinal. Outside. Yeah, there's like that one like bluish looking ring. You don't gotta go beyond that ring. Inside. It'll be buddies out after. Oh, it's inside. I lied to you all. I lied to you all. I lied to you all. I lied. I wasn't looking at the color because I was too busy people being dead. I'm sorry. Alright. I literally was like not paying attention. I just saw dead bodies and I forgot the color. Good luck. I would say that I'm better than this, but I'm clearly not. If you have your invuln, you can, but do it at the end. Like right before the cast finishes. Now. Oh. Because that way he'll hit you once and then, yeah. Wait, where's the... Oh, we're freaking dead. Well, I'm not. Yeah, so I'll just try to show you what it looks like if you want to try and see it. Just like try to find the safe spots. It will knock you past the wall if you're not getting hit by the wall. So you need, it's required. It'll, because this will literally kill you if you touch it. So it's imperative you get hit by the wall. Yeah. Or bump into it. Yeah. And yeah, it'll target the DPS with that rock thing. So that's like a partner stack. So you need 2 people to eat that rock per rock. Because if one person eats it, then they die. If there's 2 DPS together, they'll both eat a rock, and eating 2 rocks is not good. Yeah, so I get just to quickly recap again. So if the boss is like an ice and a fire thing, then you don't need to go beyond, where is it? It's like this blue line. It's like, where is it? It's, yeah. Yeah, so standing inside the marker is safe, and you can see it perpendicular to every other number. Like standing on this inner part is good, and then if it's the ice, then you want to stand in this inner ring. Like, yeah, I mean I pulled it, it's fine. Let's go. That's fine. There's nowhere to wall, so you gotta just pull the boss and just like, yeah. Don't worry about like your rotation and all that fun stuff. Well, because we didn't like appropriately pull it. Buddy spots. Yes, there is a 2 in for this one specifically. So you want to stand on the line. It'll be clock spots and then out. Yeah, clock spots and out. So you want to be by like your C marker, and then it'll definitely be buddies out next. Somebody might die this. Okay. That's okay. Hopefully we can try to recover. If we can get Sazu up, then... Yeah. We were just unlucky with that pair. The walls are on Intercard. Oh, the blocker. This will be a little bit skewed. Stand inside over here, and then run behind to one or B. Just one or B. Okay, I killed Kronzu. Good luck. Someone. Well, Vicky, yeah, it's okay. So the reason why we keep, so you stay with me until the purple circle appears, so that the boss stays facing north. Because like where the boss faces, he does the front and the back thing. So yeah, that's why you'll stand. Yeah, and then I would be next to you there, and I'd voke it off of you, and then you'd want to like mitt this somehow, and then be fine. We could have actually. Oh. No, yeah. So I can't. So with the uppercut, we get like a vuln up. So like I can't take an auto from the boss because it'll one shot kill me. But if you keep. Yeah, I can show you exactly where you can stand also, just so that way the boss keeps facing north, but then you have more time to go to your spot. I'll show you when I pull. Yeah, yeah. Because there is like a little delay when the boss actually like pushes you against the wall. But you can like stand right here because this is where the yeah. That way you can just go straight through and then it will hurt you if you stand in it when he jumps up, but you have until he jumps up to avoid it. No, 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 no. It's an indication that he's gonna like slam the ground and then push everyone back. So because it's purple, it just means you can't arm's length it to like immune it. So yeah, purple means you can't. Yeah, exactly. Blue means you can. Okay, buddy spots. Buddy's in. Maybe clock after. Oh, I think we were able to. Yeah, no, it's okay. Out. And then it'll be buddies out. Oh, so close. I don't know if actually. We still have time. Why game? Maya. You already know the answer to that. We have time to recover. I just need to give this to So yeah, there's a wall that matches the color of where your spot normally would be. So just go to the wall that matches the color of your marker. So yeah, exactly. And then you get pushed into the wall, eat the rock. You want to go in front of the boss first and inside. So you can stand over here with all of us. And then you'll go behind or go out rather. Uh-huh. Now, if you're group 1, follow Maya. If you're group 2, follow Kranzi. Perfect. Now, Vicky, come back north, because it's time for you to eat the thing faster. You can just stand right here, yeah, it's okay. Are you? You're good to go back to the other side now. I got the rest. Cool, Minica time. This is where the complication comes in. What? I've never heard him say it before in my life. I'm not gonna do that. If you don't know what to do with this, it's fine. Prepare to get overwhelmed. We'll explain it after. Don't worry about it. If you get a red marker above your head, you go to the 5. If you get nothing, you go to the 1. It's okay. It's okay. It's not. We're not expected to. We're not gonna be expected to get it. We'll yeah. Seven. So what'll happen is there's going to be walls again, like we did with that pushback with the rocks, and so it doesn't matter where the walls are. It just matters that there's going to be 4 orbs in front of those walls. They're going to have blue numbers that are 1, 3, 5, or 7. That's going to be the order in which the boss kicks the orbs. But the boss will also target 4 people on our team with 2, 4, 6, or 8, and they'll be red numbers. So the order is he'll kick a ball, and then he's gonna jump to the person that has the 2, and then kick a ball, and then vice versa until he does all 8. So on top of that, people who don't get a number will get like a blue marker above their head, and he's gonna do like a gigantic circle attack on them, so they can't be near anybody. So let's say, for example, the number 1 ball is at where the boss is at 1, and then the 5 ball is over here. So if you get a red number above your head, you'll just literally stand here, and then if you don't get anything, you just go to the other side where the 1 ball is. The first person who gets the blue orb above their head will stay at 1, and then everyone else who doesn't have blue, only nothing numbers will go to wherever the 3 orb is. So the folks who have the nothing orb are going to just go in a circle, and the boss will hit each of them once with a giant circle. So they need to be alone, and then everyone else has to be basically kind of on the other side. So that's just the blue nothing numbers. Is there any questions before I continue? Because I know that's confusing. So here, yeah. So I'll put the extra numbers back. So like, let's say like the numbers. No, let's say the letters are where the orbs appear. So if north is 1, and then B is 3, and then this is 5, and then D is 7. So if you don't get a number, then you go to 1. It doesn't matter whether you get the blue first or not, you just go to the first orb, the number 1 orb. And then if you get a red number, you just come to 5. If you don't get a blue marker above your head and you're at 1, then you'll go to B, because that's number 3. And then the next person that's at B will get a blue orb, and then you go to C, and then you go to D, and etc. whatever. The harder part is if you get the red number, because the red number, people have to do 2 things. So what Suzy wrote in the chat says 6824. When the boss kicks the orb, so let's say he'll kick 1 orb, he'll kick it over to C, which is where everyone's going to be standing. The number 2, the person who has the number 2 red, like the 2 dot reds, they want to stand between the 2 walls. So there's going to be a wall at C and D, so you want to stand over here where Suzy's at, if you have 2. And that's for the first ball kick. If you have number 6, the boss will kick a ball at the wall, and then a tower will appear. Number 6 goes first and has to eat that tower. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's okay. It's definitely the hardest mechanic in the fight because it's so overwhelming. If you watch, correct. Yeah, it's better to see it than for us to explain it. You should draw it at the same time. You might as well just draw it. It's much better to watch a guide and have it actively explain to you what to do, what goes where. Yeah. The complication of that mechanic is that you need to memorize every position, because you can technically get anything, but there is like a trick. During that attack, if you stand outside the boss's hitbox, you are more likely to not get a number. So that means that you'll go to 1 almost every single time. So I think for Vicky's sake, it's easier for you to just stand outside the boss's hitbox before the boss casts Lightning Strike, so that you'll always get a no number. Yeah, that's how it works. Because there's 2 limit cuts in this game for this fight. There's a limit. This is the first limit cut. There's another one later on. Both of them work the same way. If you stand outside the boss's hitbox, you won't get a red number. So you can actually like bait it to like give you the easier mechanic. Which don't tell PF, because then they'll find out. But yeah. So I feel like what we can, yeah. Yes, we're doing the Oppo version. Yes. It is. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure it does. Or I know it actually. I think it stands for opposites. I think that's what it actually means. Because the people stand opposite of each other for where they bait and do all the stuff. Quite literally, actually. We're like the goalkeeper. No, he kicks actual orbs that appear. Oh, if he kicked me, I would have been pissed. That's the blue orb people. So those are the ones that go to 1. Oh, it's beautiful. He's such an angry boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, increasing from 1. So go in order. Yeah, increasing. Franzi's teaching, and it's cute. We're just hanging out until then.
So essentially what happens is, if you have a number, you'll go to the 5. If you do not have a number, you go to the 1, so opposite. Okay, I'll go back to... Okay, hold on, wait, I'm bad at explaining. Okay, I'll go back to the no number. So no number, you stand here, you will wait, you will have 4 other people with you with no numbers here. Eventually, if you wait long enough, one of you guys will get a blue ball, and if you get a blue ball, you go run to the wall, right to the wall, and you wait till you get kicked, or the ball gets kicked to you. Does that make sense? And once someone gets the blue ball, the other 3 can rotate and stand here to wait for the next blue ball. Whoever has the next blue ball will go to the wall, and then the other 2 will rotate. As for this number 1 person, after they get kicked over here and by the ball, they want to go the opposite direction so that eventually they can meet back over here where everyone else will end up. Okay. And so in this case, this yellow will go this way. If that makes sense. So you just want to meet it back up with the party.
But you never want to cross across.
Never cross through the middle, never. You want to run along the big circle.
Yeah, because you can only get hit once.
Okay? So that is if you do not have a number. So you have to wait for the blue ball and then go to the wall and then you wait till you get kicked. Now, as for the numbers...
Okay.
So as for the numbers, if you have the number 2, you want to stand right here at the very edge of the big circle. Because 2 gets exploded first. So 2 gets exploded first. So the moment you see the 2, you want to stand over here because we're going in this direction. You want to stand over here away from everyone. And at the very beginning, at the same time, number 2 and number 6 goes first. So if you have a 6, what you do is you're already over... Oh, wait, hold on. Because, okay, if you have a number, you'll be over here. You have 5, not 1. So if you have a number, 2 will be over here because we're going this way. So 2 will be over here, and everyone standing here. If you have a 6, you wait for the tower to appear over here, then 6 goes in.
To soak the tower.
Yeah, to soak the tower. So 2 and 6 always goes first, because 2 explodes, and then 6 takes the tower. And then after you guys do your thing, you go back in, and essentially how I do it is, so if I'm 2, I go back in, stand here, wait for this mechanic to happen with this wall, and then I go here to eat the tower, because it's if you're exploding first, then you want to eat the tower next. If you're tower first, you want to explode next, kind of thing.
Okay. So it alternates. Who eats tower and then who explodes. Okay.
Yes. So first, 2 is here, 6 waits for tower and then eats the tower, and eventually go back in. Everyone here. 4 will want to go over here to have explode, and then 8 will eat the tower over here. And eventually they will continue rotating, and then it's 6's turn to explode. So 6 will go over here to explode, and 2 will then eat a tower on here.
Okay.
And then over here, going forward, 4 will explode here, and then 8 will wait for the tower and then go in.
So
And then
4
at the
is
same-
going to be the last explosion.
Mhm.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
4 takes the last
So
tower.
yeah. And then at the same time, the people who have no number will do the same thing, going in a circle, blue ball, and then wall. And then continue until you have the blue ball. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, so there's 8 people and 2 teams are doing completely different games
Yeah.
Correct.
simultaneously.
Team 1 and Team 5. Yeah.
Yeah, got it,
Once you have
totally.
numbers, you'll have- This is a good picture?
Yeah, I understand. Let's go.
You want
That
to
was-
answer any questions?
I put that on my fridge.
Yeah. Hang it up. You should put this on, put it on Twitter, Kronzy.
Actually, though, put that on Twitter.
Anyway,
Actually, can we put this on Reddit? Be like, this is how I was taught D9S.
In other news, wholesome streamer explains mechanic perfectly.
I thought it was a good picture. Does it
I'm,
explain?
I actually think it is. Yeah.
Sarcastic.
I understood everything you said, and she left. Alright, we can just re-queue back in. 10 minutes, that's fine.
Empty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you think?
I'll be right back.
That was really well said. That was good. I'm not picking on her. No, that was actually really well done. I'm so serious. The thing is that I explained the whole thing without a picture. So for her to reiterate it in her manner and also like with a picture made it was I understood it and I think Vicky did too. Watch her do it correctly. She's gonna be fine. Yeah, I wasn't picking on her. I was being so serious. That and also, well, there is another strategy that they use that's easier technically, but like, yeah, people just don't know where to go and where to stand because of that mechanic. Oh, such a good mechanic. I have to go back in there and farm them out eventually. Yeah, this expansion I have not even tried. I just like... The only one I have is Ruby. Yeah. Same. I have not bothered. I have already forgotten what Heidelin even does. Yeah. We gotta go through. Yeah, we gotta go in there and go do it. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that goes. Yes. Yeah, you're in a party. Oh my god. Kronzy deserves to write it because she explained the picture. True. Oh, true. Oh, you gotta do Party Finder. That's like a... Oh gosh, what a time. Friggin' fake news. Partying whenever. It's okay. Don't panic, it's just anytime. Yeah, I don't need it. I still don't have it, but no, I don't need it. Plenty logger word W. I will get that. Are you not involing the So if you want to, you can use Rampart now, so that you don't have to like press 1,000 buttons. You know what I mean? With this Inquisitor? Yeah. Buddies. Buddy outs. Clock spots. Clock spots outs. Buddies. Perfect. Damage up. Yeah. What do you want? You got time. I'm gonna Rampart or Reprisal rather. No, it should be okay. Buddies to the walls, they're on the numbers. Get behind. No, run to the back. Inside, and then run behind and out. Group 1, go west. Group 2, go east. Not that far, not that far. Yeah. Yeah, you can just follow. Now you can come back north and then eat a tank poster. And I'll book it off. So if you want to practice the defamation fix, you can stand behind me outside the boss's hitbox. You should not get a red number. No, yeah. But you can stand like right. You can be like right here, like a max melee. Yeah, we can stand right here on this like the tip of this little arrow. We should not get a number, and if we do, I'm so sorry. But we shouldn't though. Oh, okay, come with me. We're gonna go over here. Yeah. So come. Nah, there's no way. It's hard to explain it. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but I told her that she shouldn't get a number, and she got a number. So like I griefed it. Yeah. It works. It just didn't work that time because. Well, I also told you that you shouldn't get a number. So I lied to you. Yeah. Well, so then I won't call it out. You'll yeah, for sure. the one that gets the ball stays. Everyone else who doesn't get one has to run. Yes. No. Where they appear is random. Yeah, because the boss literally jumps on you and hits you with a giant circle ice attack. That you can't avoid it. But the purpose is that you're not supposed to hit other people with it. So that's why everyone else is on the other side of you. Yeah. Buttons. Buddies in. Block spots. Blocks in. Buddies will be out. Rampart now. Actually, no, don't. It's okay. No, you're right. I have to. Buddies on members. Get behind the boss and out. And then in. Y'all gotta move there. It's already gonna explode. So, yeah. So in that case scenario, whoever doesn't get a blue, you have to rotate away from that blue person, because they're gonna get jumped on by the boss. So yeah, I didn't see who had the blue. Right. So like if you didn't get a blue but somebody else did, you can't stay there anymore. You'd have to like move to the next spot. Yeah. In that case scenario, you would have ran counterclockwise, because 3 was at yeah, it was at B. No, it would be. Yeah, no, it would be clockwise because B was at. Yeah, no, it was. B was, yeah, B had 3 and 7 had D, so you'd be running clockwise. So like if you get a blue at A, you stay there until you get hit, and then when you get hit, you'd go to D. If you don't get a blue, then you leave A, and then you go to the 3 spot. Orb 3 was shot from D. Correct. There should only be one person at the wall in order for them to eat that hit by themselves. It doesn't kill you, but it will kill you if you eat it, but you don't have that. Because you're going to get one eventually, and that one eventually will kill you. Here, I can do this. Here, so I'm gonna put up a. Here, so I have a stream up of me on the YouTube video. So like, what you'll see is the quality's gonna be bad, but that's okay. So in this case scenario, right? Like 1 had C, B had 3, and then A had 5. So all the blues would have gone to C, and then the reds would have gone to A. And then what you'll see is that who's first? So Sayuri would have stayed at C, and then everyone else who didn't get this number, that blue, would have gone to C, or to B rather. Sorry. So if you had not gotten a red number and were not the dancer, then you would have gone to B and then check and wait until you did get the marker. And then if you, because then like what happened is Sayuri would get hit here on C, and then they would come over here to the D marker because they already got hit, so they can't follow the person at B. They have to come with the rest of the party. But once you eat a blue ice attack, like you're done. You don't do anything else for the rest of the mechanic. So you'll see right here, like they will kick. That's how it happens. So they would have stayed at this wall. Everyone else would have gone. Well, Sayuri would have stayed here at the wall, and then everyone else would have gone over to B. And then Taka would have stayed at B, and then Maya and Vicky would come here. See, because that's how big that ice attack is. So like none of these people that have no markers can't get hit, because if you do, then when you do get hit, like Taka's automatically gonna die because they already got hit by the attack basically. So that's probably what happened. Yeah. It'll make sense when you start. If you start getting the same number and pattern, you'll learn that it's not too hectic. The more you practice it, like you have to run that a couple of times to really get used to it. Yeah. All right, you can finish your bite and then. Yeah, I'll wait for it. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. No, you're good. Nice cardia and heal. Heck yeah. If I die... I'm not gonna. Bro, she just doesn't want me to, like, live. That's what... I mean... No, I definitely said nothing of the sort. Right? So for this, you can early rampart. That way you don't have to vomit it. Yeah. They're gonna actually make that a buff. buddies. Buddies up. Block spot's out. You can stand like in front of the marker. Buddies in. Alright. Take your time. I will use Vampire. That would be nice. It's not 100% required, but it would be nice. I would like you more than I already do, if you did. Yeah. Oh man. W, you're gaming. I had no doubts in my mind. Buddies, bye. Oh, you are in front and out. Inside. Front skill. Pray to God. So it targets healers, but because she's dead, someone else is gonna eat this. Oh. Well. Okay. Now you can come back to north with me and I got you. I would give you heart, but I gave it to Kronsky. No offense. True. Now we'll try to... Yeah, we have all the time to try to res and recover and not kill again. I'm so sorry. But also your service is not in vain. Heck yeah. No. Oh, that's... Yup. You didn't shield? Aw. Aw. Good luck. No, there's no, yeah. There's no attacking the boss, so just don't get killed. Well, so if someone misses, then the whole thing explodes. So it's like required that no one messes up, basically. You ate the ice, so then what you would, so since you were first, instead of following the other people who have to take the blue also, you would go to the rest of the party that's eating the towers and stuff. But you don't do anything. Oh, no. What he'll do is he's gonna jump on you from like the sky with that giant blue ice thing. So once you get hit with that blue ice thing, then you can just go to where everyone else is doing the towers, but you don't want to get hit. Correct. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I mean, you're not supposed to die, but yeah. Because technically, we didn't get a shield. The shade. Yeah. You're one step closer to clearing. Damn. Over here shirking Maya, not even a tank. buddies. Out. Clock. In. Clock. In. Buddies. Tank stuff. Buddies to the wall. Behind and out. Inside with me. Light parties. AoE. All's good. We hang out until the midnight. Watching numbers or not numbers. 1 is at 4. 5 is at 2. We're going to be running. So stays. We all go here. Vicky, stay here. There was a missing tower. Yeah. Yeah, so the I guess the last tidbit to talk about is the people. So like, if you have a red number, you have more things to do because you have to eat a small little fire attack that comes from the boss, and you eat a tower. So if you get 2, you get the fire attack first. If you get 6, you get the tower first, and then the number increasing from that point forward, it rotates. So then, in terms of tower order, it's 6, 8, 2, 4. In terms of fire order, it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's I would say it's like every 2 to 3 seconds that the boss starts doing stuff. So that's a good way to think about it. I don't know the exact timing for that, but that's a good way to put it. If you can figure that out for you, then that would be a nice way to know the rhythm and the funky beat. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, because if you get hit, if you get like the blue attack, like the deformation, you only get hit by that attack once, and you can't get hit by anything else. If you get the red numbers, then you need to eat a tower and 1 fire attack and nothing else. Another way. Okay. No, please. Ladies first. No, that would be good. The tip that I was. No, yeah, I mean, when we get there again, totally call it out. I think that'll be really helpful. The only tip that I could give is that if you get a red number, the really easy way to know if it's your turn to take the tower is if your number is one more plus that orb. So like, if it's the 5 orb and you're 6, you go first, and then when we rotate, you'll be by the 7. So then by the 7. So then the person with 8 would eat that tower. You know what I mean? So then if you have and then if we get to the 1 orb and your number is 2, you eat that tower. So if you just take your number and then subtract it by 1, that's the tower that you're going to eat. Okay, that's fair. All right, ready, check. Let's get this. It'll definitely be easier to see it when you see it. Yeah. If you want to just type the question even during the battle, regardless of the mechanic, just type it away. That way you don't forget it. Like, it's okay to just be like question and then you just type it away. Yeah. Let me know, Vicky. Check. I think that'd be a really good place to clear it, or in terms of prog, because that's the hardest mechanic in this fight, and a lot of people are stuck at that mechanic too. Like, even for us, when we were like week 1, week 5, week 17, like, that mechanic is hard for folks who are progging it for the first time. The thing is, like, it doesn't get that much harder, but there's definitely more mechanics that are overwhelming when you get there. But there's only like 3 super major mechanics in this whole fight that once you clear those 3, then like you're good to go. No, it's okay. We're alive. Yeah. That mechanic is a nightmare of seeing it and not thinking like, oh my god, what do I do? Buddies. In. Buddies in. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Lift raid? Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. I feel like you guys did not play 14 today. Did you guys not play iRacing? I was watching Lift earlier when I was like... I can't really disclose that information, but I was watching earlier. Why is it a Foxbox Raid of Sadness? No sadness. Only... Bro, we are only happy over here. Fox isn't being done? Oh, you know what? I understand now why it's a sad one. I actually understand that. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Behind and in. Ooh. Out. We can just reset it. It's okay. I'm sorry that your internet wasn't going well for you, though. Yeah, Fox is having network issues, and I want to prep for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? It sounds like a secret mission. iRacing patch release day? Ah. How often does iRacing get a patch update? Oh, I also guess that Fox is not actually like here because oh, poor thing. I love that girl. She's awesome. Was there a question? Mm-hmm. You would go to A because the one color matches A, so you'll just follow that color pattern. Yeah. Always. Honestly, it's not common to not think that. Like, people don't think that all the... It's fine. Yeah. I also had that same thought because I was like, why do I have to go to 1? Why can't I go to 4? And they were like, because the colors don't match. And I was like, oh, yeah. So, don't feel bad. But yeah, seasonal build every 3 months. Ooh, so is it like new tracks, new cars, and that sort of thing, or is there like an event that goes on? Like, I feel like there's a lot of things that can go on in a racing game because I don't know any racing games that like do seasonal content like that. I feel like iRacing is low-key the only game. I actually don't know the true question to that answer, though. I actually would love to know if, like, what other games are there, racing-wise, that have, like, seasonal updates? You know what I mean? Because I feel like... It's so funny, because iRacing was a game that, like... I've seen it commercialized everywhere, and I don't know why I just never thought to play it. I think I must have downloaded it like once, and then from that point, I was just like, I don't know how to do this or what I'm doing. No, we didn't. Yeah, it's okay. We should have enough time to buddy spots. Well, maybe in. A for effort. Clock. I don't know. Nope. Rewind. No, it's all good. You going on a rant about it? Ooh, like a DVD rant? Because I do those all the time, and I don't really blame you if you got a rant about it. So like, if you want to vent. Not that I'm a psychologist, but like I'm a psychologist. You know what I mean? Not actually. Well, I didn't go for my master's to be a therapist, but I studied behavioral therapy. You know what I mean? So like, I would be the person who would do the whole like, you know, red couch, tell me about your problems and feelings and that sort of thing. Like, I literally would have done that for like a job career. But then I really liked working in like IT, so I just didn't commit to it. Yeah. Oh my god, this feels so much nicer. Before DVD, I did a read of the update notes. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I haven't played DBD since the Alien update came out. I'm good for now, I think. So I don't know. I mean, that's just where I'm at. Me and Viking though, we vent about DBD all the time. I think he and I have fights actually, like not literally, but like literally. Read of the Iris updates notes. It took you like an hour. The update notes take an hour to read? That's kind of wild, actually. I would have never thought that. Did you just tell your chat that you're not using Flemma? That's awesome. I'll take the strongest attack. I mean, you just use an industrial. The walls were at numbers. In front of the boss and outs. If you want to go north, you can stand in and north. Light parties. Thanks for the list. I appreciate it. Definitely just like unwind and, you know, enjoy the rest of your evening, you know? So have fun for some of that R&R. I'm pretty sure that's what you mean, like, for rest meditation? Yeah, I'm so down for that. That sounds amazing. Hopefully Fox's internet fixes up, though, and, like, y'all can, you know, get your game on or whatnot. That sucks, man. Auto random update change AI for cars. See, I love that, though. Like, just all that content actually is kind of juicy. I love update day. Update day is always a good day, you know? You know, numbers on 1, numbers on 5, 2 out, 6 tower. We're running left. Maya stays, everyone goes. Yep. 4 out, 8 tower. 6 out, 2 tower. 8 out, 4 tower. That was very close, though. It was very close. That was good. Hello? Okay. Okay. Correct. So you don't. So the orb will explode against the wall and make the tower appear. You don't want to get hit by that, but you want to be in the tower before it goes off. Yes. So whichever direction we're running in. So like if A, B, C, D is 1, 3, 5, 7. So in your case that you'd be 6. And let's say that because you're 6, you'd need to be outside for the, was it the 5 tower? Yeah, or the 5 orb. Then you'd want to be running in the direction that everyone's running. So then you'd run over, you stand over here basically. Yeah, because the person with the 2 number will eat that tower. So you want to be, so then if you want to stand between 5 and 7 essentially, because you have number 6 above your head. So you get hit by that fire attack 3rd. Okay. Yep. Any other questions? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely pretty quick. So I do recommend using sprint when it's your turn to do stuff. Until you get like used to it, because it's like sprint isn't required, but if you want to play it very safe, sprint definitely helps out like a lot. You should have to use sprint when, like, you don't have to use it if you don't get a number, and if you do get a number, it's helpful to have it. Because like in the case scenario that like we just explained, if you have like the 6 number and you have to run from like B to over here, then popping sprint and going from B to over here is definitely safer, and you won't have to worry as much about thinking that you'll think too slow, because the jump is pretty quick if you're not ready to like adjust to it until you get ready to it. Yeah, so it's pretty quick. Yeah. I think the most important thing though is, at least since just we're progging, getting your number and knowing where to stand is way more important than, like, I mean, obviously we want to resolve it, but until you're like confident with where to stand and where to go, we can crack at this, you know, until we're all ready to go. There will be a time where we all survive, and then we're gonna all panic and get ready for the next part, which is fine. But definitely keep just practicing that movement of where to go and what your number is. Yeah. Buddies. No, that's good. That's okay. Yes, I think he made it to you on time. No, yeah, if you take it by yourself, you will still die. I think it does still hit too hard regardless. Yeah, because like it's like secretly a stack marker. walls write letters. Outside in front of the boss. Inside. Light parties. Just spread out and sue. Ah, we didn't get the RNG back there. That's okay. That was incredible, Kronzy. That Numa did such a good job. It just was, yeah. It would have, if the mitigate, if it was fainted, she would have lived that. Tornado. Oh my god. I wasn't ready for that. No, you're good. You can get this one. I got that one. I'm trying to concentrate. Buddies. The walls are at numbers. Out and behind. And then in. Light parties. This is going to be a little bit spicy. W. Alright, we're hanging out until limit touch. numbers on 5. We're going clockwise. 2 out, 6 tower. 4 out, 8 tower. Okay. Well, well, well. If it isn't Mr. Sauce. Thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being... Thanks for just being a homie. Man, it's actually nice to think that people from other people's content after all the stuff goes off, then you rotate, basically. So you don't want to go too early. Oh yeah, if I said like running left or running right, it's like looking in the middle. So if I'm like running left, you'll go this way. Yeah, you'll literally just like running left or right based off of the, yeah, what about that? Yep. What did you have that time? Do you know? Okay, so then you would have eaten the second tower and then the 4th fire. Yes. If you're not doing anything. Right. So yeah. So when the no ball people, when they get hit, then they will eventually go join the rest of the people with numbers because they can't get hit by anything. And so for the people who are either waiting to do things or have already done something, they don't want to get hit by anything. So the no ball people would also not get hit by anything after they eat their hit. So like if you get the first ball, then you'll go back to the party and then you just run in a circle and avoid all the stuff. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so 4 eats the last tower and eats the second fire, is what she said. Yeah. all the numbers. It'll be behind us. Inside after. Like parties. I'm gonna just super this, so don't worry about poking. Oh, that's fine. No. Keep it. No, yeah, I took off of you. You're good. Yeah. Numbers at 5, no numbers at 1. We are running left. 2 out, 6 gets towered. 6 tower, 2 out. 8 tower, 4 out. So you had 8, so you don't have to run. Wherever everyone's standing, you can just stand with them until it's your turn. Because we're going to run along like that inner circle. Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, so like, where these numbers are, you'll literally just stand here. If you, like, you had 8 in that case, so, you know, the first tower would go off, and then the second person gets the thing. You're still gonna stay here, and then we would run left towards like the D marker, and then that's your tower because you're 8, so they would get the second tower, and then once that tower explodes, like the orb pops, then you'll go in and take it, and then you'll hang out a little bit more until we get to like the B side, and then since you're 8, you get the 8th fire, so you'll stand in the corner between the 2 walls, and then the boss will hit you with the fire attack. And then you're done. Yes, when you eat the fire, correct. They're going to be in between, well, not inner card, they're going to be in between the walls. Because the walls could be in any formation of like just being perpendicular of each other. But the fire hits are always in between the 2 walls. But the towers are on the walls. Yeah. Feel free to ask the question if it doesn't make sense for yourself. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so like if I say running left, then if you get a red number, though, like everyone's essentially running left or running right. So you'll never have to like double back your movement unless you have blue. Because if you get blue, like if let's say that 1 is at A and then 5 orb is at B, or at C rather, so like 1 orb is north and 5 orb is here, then the person with, because we're going to be running left, the person with that first blue would meet us all at the next orb that's going to be where the tower will be at, because the second person with the blue will be at B, so the rest of the party would be at D. So if you have that first blue, you can't get hit by the second blue, so you just follow where everyone else is. Otherwise, everyone is just running together counterclockwise or clockwise, depending on whichever one it is. If you are blue, you don't deal with towers, because the tower will be opposite of where you are. Like if you're blue ball, you just deal with that attack, that one attack. Yeah. So that's why it's easier if you get blue, because you just get hit once and then that's it. There's no tower to deal with. Only red people deal with tower. Walls are right numbers. Inside and in front. You want to stand here-ish. Outside, in front. Light parties. Someone... No, we're good. We're good. Fire the channel. Yeah, you want to be at the other side. Yeah, so Taki, you want to be on the other side because you had a red 2. Right, right. Where the ball where the ball lands, you want to be on over on that side. Yes, correct. Yeah. Good. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you stand as long as it's between the 2 walls on the wall side, but it's easier to stand in between the walls in the direction we're going. So if we're like going clockwise or left, then you want to stand between like the 5th and 7th orb. That way it's easier for you to get to that next side, you know, because then if you were on the other side, you have to sprint across, and that makes it way more dangerous for you to not get clipped. All right. Ooh, the Heimar? Okay, Kronzy. No, that was good. Buddies. There we go. Block spots. Inside. Buddies in. Oh shit, I was like, mine just hurt. Who was that? The walls are at letters. Watch out for the cracks. Inside and front between at 4-ish. Run in front. And then out. Light parties. at A. This 5 orbs at C. 2 out, 6 tower. Running left. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass on the wrong. I have to go check out something, but I feel like I have to go do a thing. I'm just go raid Kronzi. We're raiding with her right now, so I gotta like camera off and like do a thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and call the stream there. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow we should be playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It should be lit. And then Thursday we do tea, and then hopefully we clear the fight. So have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. We'll be there. It should be a fun time. We're raiding with Kronzi, so I'm gonna just go ahead and keep on that vibe going. We'll go ahead and go about that nonsense. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. See y'all next time. Yeah, thank you. Alrighty.